Hello everyone, welcome to Sportstar. Today we will be doing a quick review of the recently concluded T20I series between India and Sri Lanka, which happened in Kandy. As you all might know, India won the series 3-0 quite convincingly, and to mark the beginning of a new era of Indian T20 cricket under the captaincy of Surya Kumar Yadav and the coaching of Gautam Gambhir. The first two games, India won the first two games quite convincingly, and from the first two games, we were able to identify a template of T20 cricket which India will be playing going ahead into the 2026 T20 World Cup. So it starts with a very hyper-aggressive beginning from the openers, which looks set to be Yashasvi Jaiswal and Shubman Gill, and then comes Surya Kumar Yadav, Rishabh Pant, and then Hardik Pandya, Akshar Patel, Rinku Singh, and more. Another pattern which we could identify was India's desire to maintain a right-left combination consistently in the middle. India played 8 batters, including the all-rounders. 4 of them were right-handers, 4 of them were left-handers. This helped the team to actually maintain the right-left combination throughout the innings without going out of their way. So that was one pattern which we could identify, and the other one was India's desire to have the team have multiple bowling options from within the top order. So we could see Riyan Parak, who rarely bowls for Rajasthan Royals in the IPL these days, bowling consistently in the series. And this was along with Hardik Pandya and Akshar Patel. So this is also something which Gambhir consistently tried with both Lucknow Super Giants and KKR, where he was a mentor for the last 3 years. So that were few of the patterns which we could identify. But the highlight of the series, which was the dead rubber actually, it was a thrilling game. Which looked lost for India for almost all of it. Sri Lanka bowled extremely well for the first time in the series. Their bowlers could control the Indian batters. India, though, to India's defense, India had fielded a heavily rotated side and had experimented with their batting order quite a bit. So India struggled to cross the India failed to cross the 140 run mark. Sri Lanka was chasing 138 and looked in absolute control. They needed 30 runs from 30 balls. And that came down to 9 from 12, and then Surya Kumar Yadav did something so out of the box that it shook the Sri Lankan team completely. He gave the bowling to Rinku Singh, who had never bowled in a T20I match before. Rinku Singh went on to dismiss the well-said Kushal Perera. He gave away just 3 runs and took 2 wickets, and all of a sudden India had a chance in the game. And then Surya Kumar did something even more wackier. He had Mohammad Siraj to call upon, he had Khalil Ahmed to call upon, but he chose to bowl the final over himself. He too took 2 wickets, missed a very, very easy run-out chance, and then ensured that the game went into super over, with Sri Lanka managing to score only 5 runs. In the super over, again Surya Kumar did something out of the box, gave the bowling to Washington Sundar, who gave away just 2 runs and took 2 wickets, and India won the game in the super over chase of the first ball, with Surya Kumar himself hitting the winning run. It was quite an extraordinary game. Everyone, including the media, including in the media box, thought the game was done. This reporter himself had written the match report saying that Sri Lanka had won by the time the chase was in the 10th over. There were a lot of heartbreak in the sense that I had to change my report quite a bit. In fact, I had to tear the whole thing apart and then write the report from scratch. So thanks Surya Kumar. That incident was just a little exhibition of the captaincy of Surya Kumar. He is unafraid to make the tough decisions. He is calm under pressure. Even in the first game, when Pathum Nisanga was batting quite fluently, and Sri Lanka were in contention to pull off a 200 plus run chase, he persisted with his ideas. He persisted with his strategy. He used Akshar Patel against Nisanga and managed to get him dismissed, and eventually that set up India's win. So Surya Kumar's captaincy was one of the biggest positives to emerge out of this series. For Sri Lanka, it was like a non-stop flow of misery. The first 2 defeats were comprehensive. The fans were able to accept it because India, it's common knowledge that India is a far superior T20 side than Sri Lanka. But I don't think the fans quite really accepted the way the team capitulated in the final game. It took, like, the fans were actually happy for a while, then started booing their players once they understood that they're fumbling this chase. I think throughout the super over, when the Sri Lankan team was coming out to field in the super over, you could hear the boos coming in from all directions. So yeah, it was quite a disappointing series for Sri Lanka. Except for their top order batted brilliantly. Pathum Nissanka, Kushal Pereira, Kushal Mendis. So yeah, disappointing series for Sri Lanka, and a very bright picture for India going into a new generation of T20 cricket. Almost all sports in the team, in the Indian playing order, have we can actually like almost finalize what India's ideal T20 lineup is going to be. As I have mentioned, Surya Kumar Yadav and Yashasvi Jaiswal are almost locked in as openers. You also have the options of Abhishek Sharma, Rudraj Gaikwad. One down should ideally be Surya Kumar Yadav, then comes Rishabh Pant. Rinku Singh is also almost a locked in option. Hardik Pandya, Akshar Patel. In the bowling front, obviously Bumrah comes back. Whenever he comes back, he slots straight back into the team. Kuldeep Yadav again comes right back into the team. Arshdeep Singh is also almost certain. The only spot which you could actually argue for is a third all-rounder. We have two contenders right now, Riyan Parag and Washington Sundar. Both did extremely well in the series. Riyan got a chance to bat in the first game and the third game. He batted decently in the third game. Bowled extremely well in all three games. And then, of course, Washington got just one chance, but he made it really count. He put in a man of the match performance. He bowled really well in the second innings, and then bowled superbly in the super over. He also played a really good cameo in the end, which proved to be the difference ultimately in the third game. So yeah, a very bright series for India. A lot of positives, and now we head into the ODIs.